Hello, this is McDewey. This is a short video. It's going to be, well, it's server time of 9:49 AM. It's soon going to become 10 AM. And at 10 AM, there's an Allegiance daily reset that SSG don't believe occurs. They keep telling us that Allegiance key quest, we should only get 3 a week. We can get slivers of ties for them, and we can get no reward at all. Or maybe that was just all changed to slivers. So basically, they are incorrect. I've already completed my daily. I've just got to hand in to the expedition organizer. And as you see, there's a black steel key there for reward. So I've done my Argonath and my Argonath and Daughter Amarth quest for the day, or for the 7 hours. So I'm going to hand in. So I go and look on here, and it says, oh, I got 17 hours to do the swamp full, and I've got the 12 hours, which would take us around to 3 AM? Yeah. However, let's just check. See, there's my conquest of Doramark, which I did to get this key. Here's the pesky critters I did to get this key. But in a few minutes' time, it's going to reset, and I'm going to be able to do another Allegiance quest. But I've got 8 minutes to wait. Now what I have to do is I have to log out to get it to refresh. And I guess I have to be logged out during that time frame of the reset, about 10 AM. 10 AM server time. It's 3 PM here in the UK. That'll be 4 PM Central Europe. So, if you want to run this on about 6 minutes, possibly 10 minutes into the video, I will have logged out and logged back in again. In fact, let's try logging out now anyway. Just remember that I've got a couple of relics and a steel black key. Now this should be okay, I think, but we can always relog again if necessary. I've done the Allegiance daily, half daily, third daily, whatever you want to call it, on 3 other characters, so they'll all finish the daily, so they can pick up the new one at 10 AM. Despite my game being on a solid state drive, it can take a while to load. Not nearly as long as it used to take me on a SATA drive. Anyway, go and look at the board and see if it's changed any of the timers for the redo. Still says 17. Still says 17. Oh, both 17 now rather than one that's 12. But we'll hang around until the 10 AM reset. I'm typing in /server time in the edit box, which you can't see on the left, and it should come up in my kinship panel. If I'm making videos, I'd sort of stick to the combat panel, just so I'm not showing people's chat. My overlay on the left is a bit iffy positioning wise, but I'm using Relive to make the video. It's the only thing that works for my dodgy full spec machine. But then we've got 5 minutes to wait. Now, the trouble is, if SSG think that an individual character can only get 3 or 4 keys in a week, and because the keys are so important with this release, if they're 100% out on how many people can get, and they're 100% out on their decisions regarding keys, potentially they could make it 100% worse than it is already with their gambling attitude. Personally, I haven't opened any boxes since the first Bull Aura patch went up with the notes. What's the point of opening boxes that are going to give me a cosmetic that I don't want, or a pet I don't want? And is there a horse on there? I don't know. I don't want a horse. What I would like, possibly, is Ash and gear. But I've spent loads of Ash already on gear. So I've got my DPS gear on at the moment. Yikes. How did that get through there? Yeah. We can switch those around. This is the full DPS gear. I haven't bothered to upgrade these. These are 12 line, but who needs them for landscape? Have I upgraded these? That's the trouble with these ones. They're only 12 light, so what use are they? So we've got a 326 and a 331. So 331, this is the drop from the loot box, which was better than anything you could get in the game at the time. Although our absent EP mentioned that we couldn't get stuff out of loot boxes that was better than we could get in game. Possibly that's changed now. Possibly we can get 323 in here in the game at the moment. But basically it's pretty well geared, except that I've got a few pieces I don't need to max out. But I'm still over 204 light. But I got my tanking gear here. Oh no, this is, while we're waiting, this is my gripe. My main gripe. This is my tanking shield. I've got 2 other characters that have level 110 cyan shields, heavy shields. The one I wanted on my Guardian, but of course I can't transfer those over to this character. So this character has to make do with this well, I'd say pathetic. It's much better than, I do have purple drop, which you could argue is better in some ways. It doesn't have the block, it doesn't have the physical mastery or the might. Or it doesn't have the might. But it's nothing like you can get from a golden signet barter. But I don't have a golden signet. Even my right, well, it's 10 AM and it looks like this NPC is ready to talk to me now. And rather than 17 hours to wait, I can do another quest. I have to do it in Udun and Tally, and it's only for, do I want to do any of them? I could pick up that one, that's a bit of fun. I could do it on the horseback, unlucky. Flames of Mordor. But basically, a few minutes before 10, I picked up a Black Key quest, and I've now got another quest, this time for a sliver. And I prefer it if it was a Black Key quest, but it's a sliver quest. But it's come at 10 AM server time. So we have a reset for the dailies at 3 AM and another at 10 AM. And in Europe, of course, it's 8 AM and 3 PM. So if we were to log in the morning when we wake up, do a quick daily, and actually some of the easy ones you can do individual quests before your cooldown has expired on your travel skills to the Allegiance Hall, so 5 minutes. Some days you can do a set of 4 quests in 10 minutes, sometimes it's 15. Another day it might be, the quizzes might be a little bit longer depending on your class. But it resets twice a day. And for Europe, get up in the morning, do your daily, go to work, come back after 3 in the afternoon, do your daily, 2 keys, or a key and a sliver, or maybe 2 slivers. But it's twice as much as SSG think they're giving away. So potentially they could be looking at key use in the store and thinking it's ever so popular because it's twice what they predicted it would be. But that could be only it's twice as predicted because we've got access to twice as many keys as you think we have. Unless you were to dig deeper and look at lottery points bought at the same time the keys were bought on the store, maybe you get an idea. Because if people keep believing what you say, that the Allegiance quest only give 3 keys a week, if you're going to lie to them like that or mislead them through ignorance, they're going to probably more likely to visit the store to buy their keys. But at the moment, I think pretty much anyone with half an idea about the game will be saving their keys at the moment. There's certainly people wanting to buy batches of keys in the trade channel, and I haven't used, well, I've maybe used a couple of keys in the last couple of weeks, but not since the Bulgora update came out. So everyone's waiting for that update so that they'll start using their keys when the raid gear is put into the loot boxes. It still means that we've got hundreds of possible items to get out of a loot box. And it's just a complete, well, I say it's a complete lottery. At least when you buy a lottery ticket, you know you've got tiny chance of winning the lottery. But hey, what the hell, you go for it anyway. Because the reward is, well, unsurpassable, basically. But with loot boxes, you need potentially you need an awful lot to get the item you want. Personally, I'd like to have a gold signet that I could barter for a decent shield. But at the moment, even a silver signet would be something. At the moment, I've got a shield that was in a Dharma quest line, possibly. I got two shields. I got one is from Fulsome Bowl before the quest rewards were removed. Yeah, thinking about it, this is my tanking shield. The Conqueror Wall shield is my DPS shields. Which I should really remember for next time I actually tank. So anyway, I've got, well, I wasted 16 minutes of somebody's time, I hope. I've got another Allegiance quest, second time in 24 hours. So after picking up a few choice ones from the Doom and Talent regions, I can go around and pick up the easy quests from the expedition organisers. I'm guessing they were put in because of some people just died in Mordor and kept dying, and you wanted to give them the easy time doing these. So what I'll do is I'll pick up these and then I'll have a look which ones I've got to do in each area, and just sort of choose the reasonably quick ones, just so that I can get them out of the way and get on to the next team to do them. But as regards the metrics that tell you guys at SSG what's going on in the game, if you're not playing it, you don't understand it, you're not seeing the bugs, inconsistencies, then what information you're getting out of those can hurt the game. If you're not asking the right questions, you're going to get the wrong answers. If somebody asks you how many dailies reward a key in a week, and that person says 3, well, you can start to question it now. But that person should go to the devs to say how many should it be. Someone should have some authority to figure out whether something is happening as intended or not. The way it's going at the moment, it's not always the case. Anyway, that's what I have to say on the matter at the moment. I wanted to make it quite short, but we've dragged on a bit. But if you wanted to just see the reset at 10 AM, then you can go to the 10-minute marker. I'm going to close this down and load it up, I think, now. Anyway.